you care if College Game Day comes to Miami?
I want to say no, because if you're winning, it like takes care of itself. But College Game Day is like a seminal institution now. Like it them coming to your game makes your game matter. You know what I mean? And like in 2017 when they came down, it was not on the calendar. It wasn't really on the radar. But then Miami started winning, and get a couple big wins, and you squeak by a couple other games. One of our guys is actually doing, or has already written, a piece about the 2017 season, which I believe I've scheduled for maybe a week or two from now. You'll know it when you see it. I'm interested to get your reads on it. I've already read it. I already have my thoughts on the topic, but I'm not going to spoil what it is at all. But there is a piece about that coming. But yeah, it just elevates everything around the program. It's a 4-hour commercial for your school and your staff, your players, the legacy, the current state, all those kind of things. So while I want to say no in a vacuum, because like if we do what we need to do, it doesn't matter. If we do what we need to do, then game day will be here. And it just raises all the visibility and the external kind of things for it. So I do care. And we'll see if it's a game that would be here. I mean, I don't think the Florida State's good, so I don't think that would be it. I think if we get a game that's the game day game, it would be, I mean, there's a Texas A&M game, but I don't even know who else is playing that week. And early in the season, I think that would probably go somewhere else. The one that I could maybe think of would be Clemson later in November. But yeah, do I care? Yeah, I do.
I thought I was going to be able to tell you who else was playing. That would be week 3, correct? Against Texas A&M? Yeah. But I don't have it in front of me. I thought I did. Anyway, Chris is asking, Cam, what happens first? Miami gets a Heisman Trophy winner, or Miami gets a national championship?
Both same time this year. Tyler Van Dyke and a ring. Boom. Let's get it.
Okay.
Oh my God, somebody's going to clip that and put that out there like I'm being serious.
Well, that's one of those questions that's just, you can't even make a judgment call on that. It's just happenstance. It's not happenstance, but
right. Is it week 3? Yeah.
Is it
2? So I pulled up the schedule the same week, just looking quickly. Nobody in the noon window that's really worth anything. In the 3:30 window, Penn State, Auburn. Ole Miss, Georgia Tech won't be it. Mississippi State, LSU, not. Michigan State at Wisconsin, that 7:30 game. I'm just scrolling quickly. Our game, Fresno State at USC, but that's a 10:30 game. That won't be it. Unless I'm missing something as I'm scrolling. Like California, Notre Dame, that could be one. They do love going to Notre Dame.
You think Cal and Notre Dame?
I'm just trying to throw. I'm scrolling quickly and looking at the options of anything that pops out to me.
Another thing is they also try to spread it out. So even if Alabama is historically good, they're not going to show up there every 3 weeks.
Right. And that's why I mean, Georgia at South Carolina, Oklahoma at Nebraska. I know that's the big noon Saturday game.
Yep.
So there are a couple options. So I mean, it could Penn State at Auburn is that week. and say that Auburn is that week. Yeah, I said that. So, and I mean, yeah, ULM at Alabama, that won't be it. Yeah, so there's like 2 or 3 other options, including Miami at A&M. So like now that I'm looking at that, it's I think more possible than I first gave it credit for being.
Oh, I think
That
so too.
Miami A&M.
Oh, I think if the game was played opening weekend against this schedule, it would be the game.
Yeah.
Now, Texas A&M nor Miami should lose before this game, so that should be safe.
Exactly.
Neither one of them play anyone before this game. Now, is it possible if... Yeah, I think it's going to be the game. I do. That would be my lean, my heavy lean.
Okay. I think that the Penn State Auburn game, even though that's a CBS game, also gets heavy consideration. Our game is the ESPN primetime game, even though it's a 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central. Out there, it is the ESPN primetime game, and they usually do try to do some of that to save Kirk from having to, fly across the country after the show stops or whatever. But yeah, that could. Yeah, no, Miami A&M could be a game day game. It absolutely could. Excuse me.
Okay. That's my that is my projection at this point. And actually, ironically, we're going to talk about that in about 15 to 20 minutes on the main channel during our call-in show, because again, people are fascinated by this for some reason. So we're going to go week to week and I'll make my predictions. I'm a bit tardy on that since the first one has been announced, but you can trust me, folks. I did target Ohio State and Notre Dame for week 1, and that's the game. All right.